This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Munford Middle School.
Hey, we welcome Cole Roberts this morning from Munford Middle School. Cole, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Kind of foggy right in, wasn't it?
It's extremely foggy outside.
Well, we're glad you can make it this morning. And Cole is 13 years old. He's an 8th grader at Munford Middle School. Outside of that, tell us about yourself.
I fly drones for the school, for high school and the middle school. I also fly it for my mom and dad's real estate company, Al Holmes Realty.
We'll give them a plug. What's the name? What's the name of it?
Al Holmes Realty.
Okay, all right.
And I'll fly.
Yeah, that'll cost you later. Okay.
And I fly the drone around, and after I get done, I'll edit down the video into 5 to a minute video, I would say. It's usually around that time frame. I like to play football and basketball, and I like to shoot archery.
What do you do when you're not doing anything else? My goodness, that's a heavy schedule.
I have no idea. Probably working on something like homework or video.
What is it like going to Munford Middle School?
It's really fun. We get to do a lot of things other schools don't get to do, and I'm really happy that we get to do those things. Like we have pep rallies nearly every Friday for the high school football games.
Now you tape those?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I film it with my drone, and then I'll edit it down. Like, I'm working on a video for Mr. Young right now, the principal at the high school, and I'm using some pep rally footage for it, alongside with footage of the football field and just the school. But we get to, next week actually, is homecoming week. So we're gonna we have like dress up days, and that's really cool because a lot of schools don't get to do that now. And I'm just really happy that Munford does.
You're involved in robotics. Talk about that.
I've been a part of robotics for 3 years now. In 6th and 7th grade, I was the youngest driver and one of the drivers to score the most points. And basically what you do when you're driving is you have to score as many points as possible in, I would say, around a 3 to 1 minute time frame. And when you're driving, you have to work alongside with the spotter to basically score as many points as possible, because if they have a change in plans, then you're going to have to go ahead and do that before. Like last year, it was like farming themed. So the original plan was to go for the corn first, which it was basically paint rollers on a stick, but they call it corn. So, but we decided to do a different thing, go with a different plan, because we couldn't get it in the first round because the arm broke off. So we just had to go and switch up the plan, basically.
That sounds like it's pretty competitive.
It's competitive, all right. It's against...
You're against the clock.
Yes, you're against the clock and other schools.
Yeah.
And this year, how the course looks on kickoff, we're actually going to be shooting things at cups. So we have to find out a way how to shoot things out of the robot and also have it reload itself. Wow. So
Cole Roberts, our guest this morning. Cole's our star student of the month. He's a 13-year-old from Munford Middle School, where he's in the 8th grade, and he's involved in a lot of stuff at Munford School. And you also play football. Is that on the JV team or what?
It's on the middle school team.
Okay.
I play as an offensive lineman. I play tackle and guard.
Yeah.
I played both positions.
You see that happening on through high school?
Maybe. It depends how the drone thing goes. Yeah. If it goes well, I might quit it, but if I might do both.
Yeah. Okay. At school, it looked like you got a pretty hectic schedule, and outside of school, you like flying your drone. How did that come about?
It came about one day when, I think it was for either my Christmas or birthday, I got this drone, and I got to where I could land it on like a glass desk like this big, And I really liked it because it just it was like one of those things I could fly around, and it wasn't like one of those RC planes where it just constantly flies. I could decide whether it hovers or it doesn't hover. And that one, it also did like backflips and front flips, which I thought was pretty cool. And then next year I got a DJI Standard 3. And then I started filming for my mom and dad's real estate company. And then eventually I picked it up in school. I started doing it in school. And now it just came to like a fully fledged thing that I do now.
Is being an 8th grader at 13 years old, technology seems to be everything now. You're involved with a lot of technological happenings, and you like to play video games too.
Yes, sir. Yeah, there's a lot of technology now in our school because a lot of people think it helps learning, and I think it does because some people can't bring home their books. Some people don't have time to read their books in the car or something, and it's really easy to just have a computer with you. And the school gives you a computer. It's a Chromebook, and that's also another thing that Munford does that other schools don't really do now, and that's basically just give you a computer and a account and all that. And I'm really happy that they let us have that.
I bet. Cole Roberts, our Star Student of the Month, Munford Middle School this morning. Talk about your family a little bit. I know you mentioned your mom and dad.
Yeah, they own a real estate company called Alla Homes Realty. My sister works at the PA, the pharmacy. And my sister, Haley, and Harley. Haley used to work at Shaco. Now she's working with my mom and dad.
Okay.
She's helping them out. Like I said, Harley is at the pharmacy. But yeah, mom and dad, they do real estate. I help them out as much as I can with the drone.
What about your future? You're 8th grade now, but senior will be here before you know it.
Oh yeah. Last year, I was thinking that 8th grade was years away, and now it's here, and I'm just okay, that's nice. I don't really know.
Okay, you've really not given a whole lot of thought to your future as of yet. Well, you got a lot on your plate, that is for sure, and we appreciate you joining us this morning. And Cole Roberts is our Star Student of the Month, and he's been involved in a lot of happenings at Munford Middle School and will continue to do that throughout his high school career. And Cole, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We got more Daybreak coming up right after this.
This Star Student of the Month was brought to you by TV 47. Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.